I'm ashamed to say I didn't even know about this update until one of my viewers pointed it out to me. And oh boy is it a big one. So the big picture for this update is that we got 3 new games added to the special and consumer edition of the Cozmic collection. But don't get too excited since 2 of them are just the American releases of games that were already on the collection, those being Darius 2 for the Mega Drive and Darius Force for the Super Famicom, with their respective American titles being Sagaya and Supernova. There's hardly any differences between them, they're just kinda extra fluff. However, we did also get the PC Engine version of Darius Plus. This is cool, and in my opinion is the second best version of the original Darius, due to the fact that you don't start at a checkpoint when you die. It's only beaten by the Genesis Mini version, since it also has this feature as well as a 26 boss mode. Now, if you own the arcade version, or the special edition like I do, you'll notice that when you go to play any of the arcade games, you now have the option to play a training mode. This mode allows you to select your firepower, stage, shield, bombs, difficulty, heck, just about anything you could ever want, which has been long overdue. Save states were definitely helpful in practicing, but now that we have this training feature, practicing a stage will be so much easier. And maybe now I'll be able to beat Titanic Lance. Anyway, speaking of save states, all of our save states and replays from the last version of the game are still intact, so don't worry about losing your replays when you update like we did last time. They've also added replays for the different modes in Darius Force and Darius Alpha, as well as new modes for the Mega Drive version of Darius 2 and the Super Famicom version of Darius Force. These are boss rushes or extra hard versions, and you can compete online on the leaderboards for high scores, so anyone who owns the consumer edition can now participate in a high score contest. And what's really awesome for us English speakers is that all of the Japanese text in the game has been translated into English, so navigating the menus has become so much easier. Although I am sad that the option to return to the main menu has been changed from saying Grand Menu to Game Selection Menu. Perhaps more unfortunate though is that the long detailed instruction manual has been replaced with a single screen outlining basic controls. That's actually really disappointing, and you still need to connect to the internet just to access it. I mean, come on, it's a single screen now, it couldn't possibly take up that much data. So that's a basic overview of the changes that we've seen, but I want to dig a little deeper and talk about some of the finer details this update has brought. First of all, one of the coolest features that has been added is the option to show what rank you're at. Now, I'm not talking about the global leaderboards, I'm talking about the hidden difficulty. If you aren't aware, rank refers to a hidden number that determines how difficult the game is going to be. It's very common in shoot 'em ups. It is almost always a hidden value, but with this new update, we are given a meter with the numerical values from 0 to 255, detailing how our rank is changing. This makes it a hell of a lot easier to figure out what you should and should not do if you want to try and control your rank to make getting at 1cc a little bit easier. This feature has been added to all of the arcade versions of the game, and it is amazing. Another amazing feature that was added was displaying the boss information. Now, whenever you get to a boss fight, you can get detailed information on its weak points, how many destroyable parts it has, even how much health it has left. This feature is also present for the mini-bosses in Darius Gaiden. I'll admit it is a little difficult to see while playing, but it's still really cool that it's there. This will definitely help players optimize their game. For all arcade versions of Darius and Darius 2, they added a vibration feature that's supposed to simulate the sonic display of the arcades. I'm not really sure, I've never actually seen the arcade machines for these games. While cool in theory, it's more annoying than anything else if you ask me. It just rattles your Switch during boss battles and it isn't immersive in the least. Also, the entire first level is just vibrations for Darius 2, it's a mess. Thankfully, you can just turn it off. I guess it's nice to have, but I think they could have used their time on something else instead, like, I don't know, Darius Gaiden Extra. However, we've got some good news for the future. Apparently, Taito is working on a Cozmic Collection 2. Most people are hoping that it'll have the PlayStation Classic G Darius, and while I definitely hope it does, like I just mentioned, I would prefer to have a home console port of Darius Gaiden Extra. It's pretty much a ROM hack of Darius Gaiden, and if you start the game as player 2, you play through all 28 stages of Darius Gaiden in alphabetical order. Unfortunately, no games have been confirmed yet, but if either of these titles are on the collection, you can definitely expect to see a video about it from me. That's everything that I could find. If you find anything else significant, please feel free to comment below. I'm Bofner, and I'll see you all next time!